Hey guys, it's Rachel. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about how I feel about being a mom and how I felt about becoming a mom. So this is just going to be some personal feelings from me about how I felt about becoming a mother since the very beginning. So I guess I should start from when I started to think that I might be pregnant. So my clothes were getting a little bit tight and I thought, well, maybe it's just bloating from, it's going to be that time of month. So I just, brushed it off. I went downtown and had a glass of wine with my friend Elizabeth, and I told her, I said, I think I might be pregnant. And she asked me why, and I told her, I said, well, I know me and Zach drink like all the time, but I'm nauseous, and I haven't been drinking lately, and I'm still nauseous, so I don't know if it's like after effect or, whatever. And I told her I'm bloated, and I'm overdue for that time of month, and it hasn't happened yet. So the next day, I went and bought 4 of the $1 pregnancy tests that come up with the 2 lines on it. I took all 4 pregnancy tests, and they came out positive. I still have my very first pregnancy test that I took, and this is it. And you can see how bold the lines are. So it's definitely a positive thing that I was pregnant. Originally, I was kind of upset because it wasn't something that I was prepared for. I wasn't exactly upset that I was going to be having a child. I was just upset that at a bad point in my life, I had a job as a bartender. I was partying a lot. I had just gotten fired from my job. I had just withdrawn from college and dropped all my classes. So I was just in a really bad spot. We were both just in not a good place to be planning for a baby. But anyways, we pulled it together and obviously and got our stuff together and started working it out. The very first time I ever saw Skylar was, of course, through ultrasound, and the very first ultrasound I ever got was on December 2nd of 2011. This is that ultrasound picture. I don't know if you guys can see that very well. But this is the very first image that I ever saw of Skylar, and you can see her there. She looks like a little peanut in there. She's so small. So yeah, this is the very first image that I ever saw of her. And at that point in time, obviously I wasn't big or anything like that yet, and it was still very surreal, I think is the word. Like it didn't feel like it was real yet. Like we knew it was happening. We knew I was pregnant. We obviously knew that there was really a baby in there, but it was still just really hard to believe. But as I continued to grow in later months, once I started feeling her move and kick, it was a really magical feeling. And, I knew she was in there, and it was really cool. And I would talk to her and sing to her, and it was great. But again, throughout my whole pregnancy, even up until the time that I gave birth to her, it seemed very unreal that I was about to have a baby. Even when I was huge, obviously I knew that I was going to have a baby, but it just didn't, it didn't really feel that real until she was actually here. When she actually got here and they laid her on my chest, it was the most incredible feeling I have ever felt in my entire life. I will never, ever, ever in a million years be able to put it into words or describe to you the joy and happiness and amazement that I felt when this beautiful little miracle was laid on my chest and I saw her face for the first time. It was absolutely magical. It's really, unless you've had a child, it's really hard to explain, but it's really just unbelievable, really, how magical it is to have a child. Like, you grow this beautiful, perfect little human being inside of you, and it's really weird. When I was looking at her, just a couple hours after having her, and I was holding her, and it was just so strange and awesome to think that, 6 hours ago, you were in my belly. Like, this beautiful little person was inside my stomach. Like, it's just insane to think that you grew this little human being inside of you. It's nuts. But it's really cool. So, but as for how I feel about being a mom now, Skylar will be 3 months old in 4 days. So how I feel about being a mom now is it's just, I love it. It's great. I really don't even know how to explain it. I feel like I've never done anything better than her with my life, and I haven't. Like, she is the best thing that I have ever done and probably ever will do unless I have more children, and that's just how I feel about it. Like, she is my little miracle, and she's my everything. She's Zach's everything. Like, she is our world. She's our universe. And looking at her, it's very hard to express the emotions that I feel when I look at my daughter. When I look at her or I snuggle up to her, kiss her, it makes me want to have more kids, honestly, because she's just so gorgeous and great and amazing. And everything she does just amazes me. It really does. The smiles, the cooing, just every breath that she takes, I'm so thankful for, because there's a lot of women out there that unfortunately, their babies are not healthy, or they're a high-risk pregnancy, or, something terrible happens, and it's awful. And I was very, very lucky. Zach and I were very lucky and very blessed to have such a great pregnancy and a great labor and delivery, and, an awesome time and a healthy child. Like, we were very blessed and lucky to have that. Because I keep going off topic, kind of. Back on to how I feel about being a mom currently. She's just the most beautiful, wonderful thing that's ever happened to me. And when we're laying together, or when I'm breastfeeding her and I'm looking into her eyes, or I can just smell that baby scent, or I snuggle my face against that baby soft hair, her soft little skin, her chunky legs, it makes me so happy to know that I'm going to cry. It makes me so happy to know that I grew this little beautiful being inside of me. And I'm sorry, guys. It just makes me so happy, and I just sit in amazement and wonder and watch her. And I realize that this beautiful little being that I made is going to grow up to be her own person. And it just makes me wonder, like, what is she going to like? What's she going to be like? Who's she going to be when she's older? And I love her so much. The love for your child is so, I'm so sorry. The love for your child is so impossible to explain to someone that does not have a child. She's just the most amazing thing that's ever happened to me, and I fully enjoy being a mother. I love it to the fullest extent. And I feel very blessed to have her, and I'm so glad that she's in my life. And like I said in the beginning, Zach and I were so severely unprepared and in such a bad spot. But we pulled it together for her, and we got it together, and we now have this awesome apartment full of awesome things, and she has this beautiful room, and we've got everything that we could ever need through help and support from friends and family, and through determination and willpower to do good for our daughter. We have accomplished a lot and gotten to where we are, and I'm really proud of us. So yeah, love being a mom. Hope you guys enjoyed me sharing my intimate feelings about it, and tell me how you feel. Comment down below, or get a hold of us on our Facebook fan page or on Twitter. And thanks as always so much for watching. We love you guys. I'll talk to you later.